my morning starts off with Zarah breastfeeding. So right now I'm just giving her her first meal for the morning, and I'll let her breastfeed for as long as she wants. Then I will get up and I will get her burp cloths just so I could then burp her. And I try to get out at least 2 to 3 burps out of her in the morning because I just find that it helps her be less fussy, but then also it helps her spit up less throughout the day if I just get her burps out after every breastfeeding session. After I burp her, I like to put her in her bassinet. And as you guys can see here, I use this from Shop Love Duo. I actually love this bassinet. I will leave the information below on how to get yourself a bassinet like this, as well as you guys know coupon code iamLindaElaine to save some dollars. But also, as you can see in her crib, I use her Lovevery cards because these are sensory images, which helps with their brain development. So it's really good for newborns as well as early infantry stages. So I like to keep those in her bassinet with her so that she has something to play with and to look at to get her senses going. I like to play around with her, give her foot massages, and just get her happy before I go ahead and start making the bed. That way she doesn't think that I just left her in a bassinet. I like to let her know that I just needed to put her down just for a little bit so mommy can make the bed. That way she doesn't feel like I just abandoned her. And her bassinet is actually directly behind me as I'm making the bed. So we keep her bassinet in the bedroom because, they say that it's better to keep your child in your room for the first 12 months of their life. So her bassinet is literally right next to where I sleep. So I like to just make the bed up because I honestly can't stand when the bed is not made up, and I just find that I sleep so much better when I can climb into a bed that is made. I don't know why I'm like that, but making the bed in the morning helps me feel like I'm starting the day. After that, I like to play with her a little bit more. So right now I'm using her rattle. This is from Lovevery, and this is also a teething toy as well. So she actually started teething as of recently. She's a very early teether. So I actually love this toy because now that she's grabbing it, she likes to use it for her little gums. But, now as you can see, she's gripping it and she's holding it a lot better than before. So sometimes I'll take the removable ball out because I find that it's easier for her to hold. But as she's playing with that toy, that's when I go ahead and start brushing my teeth. I'll also use this time to begin washing my face and doing any of the morning things that I need to do for myself in order to start my day. So I will brush my teeth, wash my face, use the bathroom, do whatever it is that I need to do to start my morning. And if you guys are interested in my face routine, I did not change my face routine from pregnancy to postpartum, and my skin has been doing absolutely amazing. I don't really get any crazy breakouts, so if you guys want to see that, definitely leave a comment below. Once I finish my quick self-care morning routine, I go ahead and stimulate her a little bit more with some sensory cards and her toys from Lovevery. Again, you guys can use coupon code iamLindaElaine to save money on their play kits, their play gym, or any of their other products. I really like their stuff because it really stimulates her. As you can see, it keeps her traction going. She follows the images, and she honestly seems to really like them and to calm down when I use these images with her. So I love this. I've been using her imagery cards with her since she was, I think, around 3 weeks. I might have even started right the first week when we got home. But she loves these images, and I love that they come with so many different ones. So when she gets bored with certain patterns, I like to switch it up for her. And as you can see, she stays very alert throughout the time. Then I like to open up the blinds just to get some light in the house. So I'll open the blinds throughout the home because I love natural light. And then right now I'm taking my probiotic It's actually my postnatal probiotic as well as my vegan omegas. I then will go ahead and do my baby hair. And if you guys are interested in any of the products that I just showed, the links will also be in the description box below. So definitely check out the description box if you guys want any of the links to any of these things in this video. But yeah, I definitely like to do my baby hair every day, even if I'm not going anywhere, because it's just something that's a part of my routine. So it's a part of my own self-care for myself. Then I'm just now taking my vitamins that I just showed you with coconut water, and I like to drink at least a liter of coconut water a day, and that's not including my regular water. So my biggest thing now is eating something super quick. So the quickest meal I've been eating to start my day is peanut butter and a banana. And I use the Trader Joe's no salt added peanut butter. And it's not going to look as appetizing as I want it to be, because as you can see, I'm rushing to eat it because I'm just trying to get back to the babies. So some days, you know, it's not as glamorous eating. I'm going to be honest. This is a realistic day-to-day for me. And I just at least like to start my day off with some type of fruit and protein just to get going. But yeah, I don't usually get the time to have full meals because my daughter is pretty demanding in the sense that she likes to be held, or she at least likes to know that you're around her. So for me, very quick fruits are like my go-to for starting my day. And then this is typically when I'll change her. Again, this morning she didn't have a wet diaper after I gave her her first meal. So I'm actually waiting to change her now. And, you know, it just varies. Some days she's more wet than others, so sometimes I'll change her right after I feed her. But today she wasn't super wet, so I waited. And right here, I'm just doing some sign language with her, and this is basically letting her know that I'm about to change her diaper. And this pretty much just keeps her calm so that she knows what I'm doing. And I've been doing this since she was around 2 or 3 weeks, so she pretty much knows what to do now. And this video is a little bit old as I'm recording this, but she now holds her legs for me when I'm changing her diaper, just because I've been doing the sign language with her for so long. So I definitely suggest for new moms to start communicating with their babies with sign language as early as possible, because it actually helps with their speech development. And obviously, since they can't speak yet, doing sign language is a great way to let them know what you're doing or if they need anything. And now she's to the point where she tries to mimic it back. So sign language is definitely major, and I will do another video on sign language soon. Now, I definitely feel like everybody knows about this diaper pail, but when I say this is my favorite diaper pail, it truly is. It really masks the smell of any of the diapers, and again, the link will be in the description box below, but not even trying to sell you on anything in this video. These are just some of my favorite products that I've been using since Zarah's been born. After I change her diapers, I make sure to wash my hands. I think a lot of moms forget just how important it is to keep your hands clean when you're dealing with your baby. And I know sometimes we're really tired and we don't feel like washing our hands or whatever the case may be, but I definitely want you to instill this value in your mind as soon as you have your baby after every single diaper change. Now, I don't actually allow Zarah to watch TV every single day. However, some days when I still have a lot of things to do, I will turn on Gracie's Corner for her, and I'll let her watch like 1 or 2 videos. Sometimes the videos are about 5 to 10 minutes long. So it just varies. I don't like her really watching TV at all, especially at this young age, but I'm just doing what works best for me when I need to do things like this. So as you can see, as she's watching that, I'm just going to the dryer just to get the clothes from the dryer, just to distract her from the fact that I'm not actually next to her. But typically, once I finish doing chores such as this in a short amount of time, usually it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to finish folding a load, I will then turn off the TV. For anybody wondering why I don't just let my daughter lay there without any stimulation, it's because my daughter, when I actually leave her, she cries because she thinks I'm leaving her when I'm not. So I found that this was the best way of still keeping her calm without her thinking that I was abandoning her. And shout out to all the mommies who don't need to use TV to distract their babies. They can use other methods. My daughter is very visual, and unfortunately, I haven't been able to figure out another method of keeping her calm when I'm not able to give her my undivided attention. But new mommy goals, we will figure it out. But now, once she's a little bit calm and kind of distracted by the fact that, she just finished her show, I'll try then to start putting stuff together putting things up in my house. So I'm just, putting up the dishes from the other night from the dish rack. Again, I like to drink a lot of coconut water because for me, the electrolytes really help keeping me hydrated throughout the day. Regular water just does not do it for me anymore, so I have to drink a lot of coconut water, and it really helps for your breast milk production, and I will definitely do a video on that later on.
Say hi, Mama. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Say I like my kisses. Zarah, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? You don't want to look at mommy? Dame beso. Mwah. Dame beso. Mwah. Mwah. Dame beso. Mwah. Dame beso. Mwah. Oh, you don't want to show them? You don't want to show them you give me kisses? Go ahead. Dame beso. Dame beso. You don't want to show? I'll give you one instead.
So for all the new moms, if you feel me, definitely leave a thumbs up or a comment below. But working out has been the hardest thing trying to incorporate in my life. So I don't get to work out as often as I want, but I still try to incorporate her tummy time and her, playtime in every day, even if that means I don't get to do my yoga. But when she's doing really good, like today, like she's very engaged with her cards and she's just very engaged with playing, I'm able to do some yoga stretches just so, I feel like I'm doing something, because I think the biggest thing for being a new mom is feeling like I'm not doing enough. And I feel like I had to learn eventually to give myself grace, because it's like you're literally giving 30% of your energy just to make your baby's milk. So definitely give yourself grace in this time. And if you don't get to do your full body workouts like you used to, just try to get something in so that you feel like, it's a step closer to the old you, because I think the biggest thing about being a mom is not losing yourself. So typically after I do tummy time or playtime with her, it's usually time for her to feed again. And you'll definitely have to apologize. My place was definitely looking crazy because we were in the process of moving. So we're actually not even in this apartment anymore. But anyways, so as you can see, my boobs, they leak if I don't pump on the other side. So sometimes I try to make sure I take my pump out when I'm feeding her for long feeds. That way I could get a bottle, because sometimes the bottles really help me at night when I'm just extremely too tired to completely nurse her. Plus I just feel like it's kind of a waste of milk sometimes. So I try to do it. I don't do it every time, but I try to get a good pump in if I'm feeding her for a long time. Typically, this is usually when she needs another diaper change. So after her feed, I will just give her a nice diaper change. I'm eventually going to do a video on my favorite baby products, but this is one of my favorite baby products that I just use for her diapers. So definitely check out the link in my description box for some of my favorite baby products, because they're major key. So this is just me and baby saying hi. She is just such a pleasant baby. And I just wanted to show you guys how much I pumped. So it was around 4 ounces, and that's typical for me. So I like to use 2 bottles to separate that, because she typically drinks between 3.5 to 4 ounces. And in this video, she's about 2.5 months, I believe, 2.5 going on 3 months. So she typically drinks between 3.5 ounces to 4 ounces when she just wants to overeat. But I try to keep her at 3.5 ounces because I find that she spits up less. Now I'm just gonna warm up a meal that I made. This is not the best meal that I think I've made, but I just needed to make something quick and easy. So it's just literally some chickpea noodles with some olive oil and seasoning. And I'm just gonna warm that up because another thing that I had to learn is eating is very important as well for breast milk production. And as you can see, these are the dishes that I created to make that meal. So as my meal is warming up, I'm just doing some, playtime with her. She loves me engaging with her feet, so I play with her little feet a lot, and I like to count her toes with her. I'll count her fingers with her, and she loves that.
Got 10 toes, Mama. Mwah. Mwah. Got 5 toes in this foot. 5 toes in this foot. Mwah. What about your hands? Can Mommy see your hands? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, you ready for another nap, huh? Yeah, you ready for another nap? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, let's put you to sleep. Let's put you to sleep. Where you trying to go? Where you trying to go? Where?
So one of my favorite coconut drinks right now is this coconut water. It's this sparkling one with yuzu? I don't know. It's this sparkling coconut water from Trader Joe's. I love this right now because I try to drink coconut water throughout the day as well as regular water just to keep my breast milk supply up. But I like this because it makes me feel like I'm switching it up, It's definitely her nap time. So I'm going to put her back to sleep because that's why she's a little fussy right now. And then I'm going to eat my food. And that's the end of our morning. I know, so this will be her second nap for the morning. She's very alert. She stays up throughout pretty much the day. So she takes little cat naps. So she sleeps for like 15 minutes. And then she's up for like an hour to 2 hours. But as she's getting older, she's sleeping a little bit more than she was as a newborn. She was like pretty much barely sleeping throughout the day. It was like unreal. So yeah, she's fussy. So let me put my baby to bed. Okay. So typically to put her to sleep, I usually have to rock her and sometimes breastfeed her. But right here, I'm putting on my Wild Bird Co. Sling. I love this sling for around the house. Like, it allows me to do like little stuff like washing the dishes or doing laundry or whatever the case may be. I don't use it all the time, I'll be honest, but I do use it in the house every now and then when I need her just to still be chill and know that she's still right by me. And I find that she'll stay in her little sling for at least 20 to 30 minutes. Sometimes I can get an hour use out of it, but I don't like to keep her in it for too long anyways. So usually I'm just doing something really quick when I know that she'll be fussy if I let her go. But I love this. Definitely check the link in the description box below. I have a coupon code for all Wild Bird Co. products as well. But I really do love this sling. And for all like the natural boho mommies, like I love this way more than the regular clip ones. But do keep in mind that it's not as functional as the clip ones in my opinion, but I do prefer the cloth one over the clip ones because for some reason she just doesn't like the clip ones, but she likes the cloth ones. So everybody's baby is different. You have to do what works best for you and your child. But as you can see here, this is typically when I'll wash the dishes, whatever dishes were made during the morning, or sometimes I have dishes from the night. It just depends. But as you can see, she's just really chill because I'm still able to kind of give her skin to skin. And I think that's what she loves most about this sling. I'll be honest, you know, as a first-time mom, it is very hard keeping my house as clean as I used to. I definitely had OCD before having a baby, and things like leaving dishes in the sink were never really a thing for me, but I'm giving myself grace and learning that, you know, I can't get to everything right away. So cleaning is a little bit of a challenge, but I'm definitely making my way to getting used to it. But this is typically when I will finally get to eat. So typically I have the oven on for like 30 minutes or so, because that's just enough time for her to take her little power nap. And then I'm just putting some avocado over my pasta, just because, you know, you need your healthy fats as well, because again, that helps with producing breast milk. So as you guys can see, I know we all have our ways of eating with our newborns or beginning stages of infants, but for me, this is how I eat my food. I usually have to start breastfeeding her first, because my baby likes to eat, and I just know she's gonna have a little appetite, because if she sees me eating, she gets very fascinated by it. So typically I have to breastfeed her as I eat as well, and that way I can keep her calm. And as you can see, it's not the best setup as far as eating goes when I don't have the help of friends or her dad, but honestly, it gets the job done sometimes when I just need to stuff my face. And in this moment, she allowed me to eat and fell right back asleep. So this is typically now when I will also take my nap, because I try to sleep when she's sleeping as well, just so I can get some type of rest, just because my daughter likes to stay up throughout the day. And when she does nap, it's very short, usually between 15 and 30 minutes. She does not nap like other newborns or other early infants. So I have to get in where I fit in. And right now, this is where I fit in her schedule. So after she woke up from her nap, we're just going to do a little bit more playing. I'm again using her Lovevery playmat, which has so many great things for it, and your baby definitely can grow with this mat, which I love. And they have different kits for different stages of your baby's development. So I just try to keep her engaged and stimulate her to help with her brain development. And this right here is her favorite toy ever, so we use that often. I started encouraging my daughter to do tummy time kind of early on. I want to say maybe the end of her month. I started trying to put her on her belly for at least 30 seconds to a minute. I think at this point she's up to 2 minutes, and that's like her breaking point before she's like, "Mommy, roll me back over." But it definitely helps them establish, you know, their back muscles, their neck muscles, and things like that, so that they're able to lift their head. And it also helps encourage them to crawl. So I definitely try to give her as much tummy time as possible, so that, you know, she can make her developments on her own time. What card are you looking at? Good job, baby. Good job, mama. Good job. You're doing so good. You're doing so good on tummy time. You want to turn your head again? Go ahead, you got it. Good job. Here, come over here. Good job. Good job, Poo Poo. All right, Mamita. Good job. All right. Okay, you want to say bye? Say bye, everyone. Say that was our morning routine. All right, you guys. So that is my morning routine with Zarah. Unless we're going somewhere, I don't change her clothes really until it's time for bedtime or for leaving the house. But say bye-bye, Mama. That's her bye. Bye. So we hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, okay. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button, and definitely stay tuned for more mommy content with me and Zarah. And we hope you have a beautiful day or night, whatever time it is, and we'll see you lovelies later. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Bye. Bye.